Hi, do you remember me? I'm Betsy Pedersen. You've seen me before. I wanted to tell you about a 4th of July we had once. We had me and my sister Carrie, and our brother Jake was dating a girl named Hilda at the time. And Hilda had something like chicken pox. The doctor said it was chicken pox. Do you know what chicken pox is? It's not too serious. Anyway, so we decided to go to a 4th of July celebration at Calder's Park. And they had a dance. And so we were dancing, and they were all dancing, and we had another guy there named Charlie, and he had chicken pox too. It was just kind of going around. And so we were all dancing. We had a good time. It was fun to go to a dance and enjoy each other's company and just have a nice holiday. Well, a few days later, Jake got sick. He woke up sick one morning. Oh my goodness. It was on the 12th of July. And he woke up sick, and we were home, Jake and Carrie and I, and also our brother Hiram. We called him Hiram. And Jake woke up sick, and a few days later, I woke up sick, and it was just like, oh, kind of had like a fever and kind of stomach ache and kind of like throw up and just sort of, and it got pretty bad. And then all of a sudden Carrie got sick. We're like, oh no, and she was really sick. And we put her to bed, and she was so sick, and Jake was pretty bad, and I started getting better. And Hiram, he never got sick. He just doesn't get sick. Sometimes you meet people like that, they don't catch diseases. It just doesn't happen. So Hiram was all right. He was doing okay. But Carrie got so sick, we finally called for the doctor. And the doctor came, and the doctor said, you guys have smallpox. It wasn't the chicken pox you got. It was smallpox. Oh, no. Smallpox is bad. Oh, it's really bad. Let me tell you. It's like you have back pain for some reason, and it's just, you throw up, and you're just so sick. And let me tell you what happens, okay? This is smallpox. Oh, gross. That's really good. Look at that. Look at that. You want to live with that? That's somebody's foot with smallpox. That's what it looks like. Smallpox is what the Indians in the Americas died from when Columbus came. Remember Columbus came, and the Indians all got sick. They got smallpox. That's what they had. It's a bad disease. So that's what smallpox is. And so all of a sudden, that's called an epidemic. And we had to go into quarantine, all of us. And Hiram, he still didn't get sick. He was okay. Whatever. That'd be nice. Anyway, we just, Jake started to get better, and I was getting better. But Carrie had it so bad, and nobody could come see us. And we couldn't go anywhere. Do you know what an epidemic is? A pandemic, when you're sick and you can't go anywhere? Maybe you've heard of something like that. And you're in quarantine. Oh, well, I took care of Carrie at our place, and she was just so sick. It was just, I had to feed her with a spoon, with just I had to feed her all her food, and she couldn't eat very much because she was so sick. And I would get some water and pour it out, and I'd get like a rag, and I would have to wash her all over and wash away that stuff from the smallpox. And oh, it was just so hot, and we didn't really have anybody to help us. We were just kind of on our own, and I just took care of her, and pretty soon we were out of food. We ran out of food. We couldn't get any more food, and so we had and the doctor knew we were out of food, so he told the little grocery store that was nearby, these people are out of some food. And so what they did is they sent out some food, a boy with just a box of food, and he put it down clear out by the ditch and said, hey, your food's here. And he ran away really fast because he didn't want to get sick. That's what happens when you have a pandemic. And so we got some food. We were just glad to have some food. And Carrie I'd try to help her get up, and she would just faint, and she was so sick. And the thing with smallpox is, if you get it, and you got those little spots all over your body, and sometimes they leave scars. They leave some scars, just a little bit on your face. Do you see that? That's what smallpox does right there, and it's all over your body. It's all over your body. And Carrie was sad because she got so sick, and she was saying, "Oh, if we live through this, we're gonna be so ugly. People don't want to look at us." And I said, "Don't worry about that. Just worry about getting better." And oh, she had it all over her body, and we were inside for 6 weeks. Oh my goodness. And Hiram was able to help a little bit. We had an orchard, and we had some early peaches coming on, and he would just bring in some peaches now and then for us to nibble on, the peaches that were ripe, because they weren't ready yet, but it was something. It helped. And that was nice to have. We were glad we had that peach orchard. And oh, we finally got better. That was our 4th of July. That was lasted all summer. Carrie finally started to feel better and could get up, and then we could all get back to work, because we all had jobs, remember? I was only 16 years old. We all still had to go to work and take care of ourselves, and I looked all right. I didn't have those scars, you know, but Carrie had scars all her life, and she just had to have scars, and they weren't too bad, but she had them all her life. And well, one other thing happened about this time. I was walking back to Holiday, Utah, where I worked, the town of Holiday, and I was walking back actually with Carrie's boyfriend. He just had a boyfriend, and we walked past the Capson farm, and George and Nils Capson had a farm in Utah, and I knew Nils, but I had never met George before, and his name is actually George Washington Capson. Is that a neat name? I think that's kind of a neat name. Anyway, we kind of stopped and talked with him a little bit, because I knew Nils, and we kept going because I had to get to work, you know. And George says, "Who's that?" And Nils says, "Oh, that's Betsy. That's Jake's sister. You know, Jake Pedersen." And he said, "Oh, she seems like a nice girl. Just saying." And I don't know, he kind of seems like a nice guy. I'm just saying. Keep that in mind. All right, nice talking to you. Talk to you later.